Bit of a mess today. You know, you couldn't squeeze more in there if you tried. Now this is Brunswick Square. So reasonably soon, at the end of my road, you can just see the tops of it there. Down just a little bit. Now, see the man in the orange? Go straight up above his head. These buildings, these orange windows, white windows here, that's down my road, and they're flats also. So very soon, a whole new bunch of people are going to be moving to Orpington. Where are they coming from, I wonder? What a monstrosity in my eyes. Used to be the only monstrosity was the college. Now that's expanded as well. This big white building right in front of you, this is new, this never used to be here. Not like that anyway, at least. This is what it's all about, people. There is a horror story going on, alright? But it's the same as always, you know. They scare people about the Terminators and the RFID chips. So it's like this, right? They work out what are the smallest misdemeanors we can get away with to rip people off, mug them off, and then we will scare them with the most horrific thing we could mug them off with, you understand? So they tell you Terminators are coming, but then instead they're just taking your jobs away by putting in the barcode readers and things like that, yeah? And if you can look at politics like that, if you can look at business like that, I think you'll see things slightly differently. So for instance, the banks, they horrify people with the amount of money that could be lost, stolen, and then they go and pinch what relatively to the whole is just a drop. Do you understand? You know, what was it, the banks were given 6 billion a couple of years ago, and then they paid themselves 5 billion in bonuses, and you're like, what is that all about? Well, that billion, that 5 billion is nothing in the ocean of the business's currency. And with those magic words, and they call it a bonus, oh, it pisses people off. But if you just said, you know, they outright stole 5 billion, then people might actually take notice. But if you say, oh, they gave themselves bonuses, well, you're just saying they stole it by another means, yeah? They gave the bank teller a £50 bonus, but the manager got 20 grand bonus, you know? I see yesterday the Nationwide has 14 million customers. I think to myself, this is that catch-22 I was talking about with Jed the other day. 14 million customers cannot go to the bank and withdraw all their money. You understand? The fear of stock market crashes and the run at the banks prevents people from now taking their money. But while they're selling the fear story, the horror story that the stock market is going to crash, you might lose everything, what they're doing is they're just stealing a little bit off you every week. They say you only have to, it's only a penny a day or something, to 2 pence a week or something to pay for the Queen, and yet she's worth billions, trillions maybe. Sometimes my brain freezes up, goes a bit dead. I'll come back. Morning. Right, so I lost track a little bit there. Not what I wanted to talk about this morning at all. Now, I will try and do it with images. It's not going to be easy, but I've just been having some thoughts, some thinkings, some occurrings. Perhaps one of the biggest problems, the confusion, arises from the possibility, ready for it, that the Earth changes shape. Over periods of time, thousands, possibly millions, not sure about that part, possibly, but over thousands of years, I think the Earth changes shape, and this is where all the problems arise from. I was speaking yesterday about the kind of flame shape, the eye shape. The problem begins with where it begins. Does it begin there? Let's start in the middle with a ball. Let's have a ball in our mind's eye and place one finger on the top, one finger directly underneath, and then start to push them together. As you push them together, you end up with this donut shape. If you instead pinched the top and the bottom, cobweb. If you instead pinched the top and the bottom and pulled, you'd end up with this flame eye shape. It's possible it could be squished flat or even pulled taut. And it's possible that all those energies exist in the one place at one time, but the energies switch. Their shapes. Don't know about that bit. But what if over time the Earth quite literally changes shape? Like I say, with the growth of leaves, flowers, bud. So the tree itself is not eternal, is it? Its leaves are almost a breath in the life of a tree. You look closely at some big old trees, even some young ones, There are whole ecosystems thriving on these trees, you know, up and down the trunk, inside the trunk, underneath the roots. Everything from, you know, lichen and bracken, mushrooms, you know, ants, everything. Owls, birds, whole ecosystems within a tree. I really like that image of the rooted, branched tree inside of a circle. To me, that's Yggdrasil and Mount Meru are almost the same thing. And at one point it's possibly physical, and another time it's possibly pure energy. Perhaps as it grows, as it becomes more corporeal, a tree-like effect is seen or imagined. I don't know, I think I lost it today. It is a nice day. Well, I hope you're all having a nice day. Oh, and my hangouts. I've been trying to work out a way to edit them. Don't know how well it's going to work. I might have to. Don't know what the sound quality will be like, but I will upload what I've done. It's my 7-hour hangout I'm having problems with. I'd have to do it in. It's like 7-hour hangouts. I'd have to do it in 7 59-minute chunks. Otherwise, it won't go into the video editor. So yeah, but please be patient with me. I know I'll sit there for a long time, sometimes chatting away. I do try and keep it short, but yeah, there we go. But we'll try and edit the bits down. So the bit where Jed came on, I put that on its own. The bit where Dell comes, I put that on its own. As Rory's been there so much, he gets a couple of videos. Same with Phil. When I get around to the marathon hangout where Joe was on, question everything, he'll get a little section. So look out for Jed I Warriors and Del I Drama, not here, and I Rory. That'll be probably episode 1. I'm not sure if I'll put mine and Rory's conversations up in order, because obviously the long one was first, so it will be out of order, but it'll be fun. It should be fun. I've had some great conversations with all these guys that have been on. You have to get a lady on at some point, hey? I'll speak to Diane perhaps. I think that's Diane, Phil's wife, and yeah, we'll have a little chat. She can correct my German. Yeah, I hope you're all well. There's those going round the twist again, round the bend. But today they disappeared. There's one here. There's one way down that way. There's one just above it. Atmospheric conditions must not be conducive for contrails today. Anyway, hope you're well.